My dear students, in this particular class we shall see transformation of sentences and a mind map for transformation of sentences. Sentence we already know it's a basic unit of expression, and word is another basic unit. Particular meaning of any word is defined by the sentence in which it occurs. In other words, a word gets its proper meaning when it is used in a particular sentence. Effectiveness of a piece of writing depends on the quality of the sentence. If a sentence is good, then the writing is good. A good paragraph, a good essay requires a quality sentence, a sentence which is very good. We already know kinds of sentences. There are declarative or assertive sentences. These are statements. Then we have interrogative sentences. These are questions sentences. This next one is imperative sentences. These are advices or a command or a request. In all this, number 1 and 3, it ends with a full stop. Interrogative sentence always ends with a question mark. And exclamatory sentences, it expresses a feeling, a very strong feeling, and ends with an exclamatory mark. Optative sentence is another type of sentence which some people consider along with the exclamatory sentences, but for our sake, optative sentence is a sentence which is a prayer or a wish, and it ends with an exclamatory mark. Now let's go to the kinds of sentence. Imperative sentence we already know expresses advice, command or a request, and here what you have to keep in mind is subject you is not written very often. Very often when a command is given or a request is made, then the subject is you and it is not often written. Exclamatory sentences it is a word used to express emotions. For example, joy, hooray, ha ha, sorrow, alas, ah, oh. These are the expressions. Surprise, oh, what, ha. Appreciation, bravo, here, here. Contempt, fie, foo. Calling, hello, ho. Drawing attention, look, listen, behold. Making, silent, hush. So these are the words used to express emotions. It is very important that we pay attention to these words and the type of feeling that is being generated when these words are used. It will come handy when we use direct and indirect speech. My dear friends, optative sentence expresses some wish or a prayer. It ends with an exclamation mark. Example, God help us. May you live long. God save our country. So all these are expressing some wish or a prayer. It can be a wish or it can be a prayer made to God. My dear students, transformation of a sentence means changing or converting the words or form of a sentence without changing its meaning or sense. In other words, transformation means changing or converting the words or form of a sentence. Form of the sentence is changed or the words in the sentence is changed without changing the meaning. The meaning of the sentence remains the same, but form is changed or words used in the sentence is changed. That is what transformation of sentence is all about. This can be done in various ways. There are 4 ways basically mentioned here. Changing of words. This is again having so many subdivisions. Interchanging of forms. Again having so many subdivisions. Expressing condition, concession or contrast in different ways. Also, we have interchanging of one kind of sentence into another kind of sentence. Moving further, let's see changing of words. It means changing patterns. Example, to into so that, or no sooner than into as soon as. Interchange of degrees into anyone, positive or comparative or superlative. Positive can be made into comparative, or comparative can be made into superlative. This is what exactly interchange of words. In all this we have change of words, interchange of one part of speech for another. Parts of speech we know already. Some of the parts of speech are noun, verb, adjective, adverb. These are basically interchanged. Maybe a noun form is given and then we may have to use it as a verb or an adjective or as an adverb. So that is what interchange of one part of speech into another. Moving further, we see interchanging of forms. What does it mean, interchanging of forms? Here the form of the sentence is changed, maybe from affirmative to negative, or interrogative to assertive, or exclamatory to assertive, or active to passive, or direct to indirect. So here the form of the sentence is getting changed. Interchange of affirmative into negative sentences, interchange of interrogative sentence into assertive sentences, interchange of exclamatory sentence into assertive sentences, active voice sentence is made into passive voice sentence, or direct speech is made into indirect speech. Third type of transformation that we can bring about is expressing a condition or contrast in different ways, especially use of condition, namely if, unless, provided, in case. These are some of the examples used for expressing condition. Contrast, though, although, notwithstanding, however, whatever, all the same, even if, for, all that. These are some of the words we use to express contrast. So by expressing contrast or a condition, we also transform sentences. Moving further, we see interchange of one kind of sentence into another kind of sentence. For example, simple sentence is made into complex or mixed sentence. Simple is made into compound, complex is made into simple, complex is made into compound. Compound sentences are made into simple sentences, or compound sentence is made into complex sentence. So we also do the interchange of principal and subordinate clauses, and then we also have synthesis of sentences. Synthesis of sentences, here we are combining two or more sentences into one sentence. In synthesis you have more than one sentence, but here you often have one particular sentence, and that is made into a simple or a compound or a complex. Synthesis of sentence, we are combining two or more sentences into one. My dear students, our mind map is ready on the topic transformation of sentences. We have in the first part changing of words, basically three types in page number 9. Changing patterns to, and then no sooner than, interchange of degrees, positive, comparative and superlative, interchange of one part of speech for another, noun changing into verb or verb changing into adjective, and so on. Interchanging of forms, page number 8, 126 and 142. Interchange of affirmative into negative sentences, interchange of interrogative into assertive sentences, interchange of exclamatory into assertive sentences, active and passive voice, direct and indirect speech. Then we have expressing condition or contrast in different ways in page number 154. Use of if, unless, provided, in case, and so on. Use of a contrast like though, although, notwithstanding, however, whatever, all the same, even if, for all that, and so on. Interchange of one kind of sequence into another kind in page number 167. Simple into complex, simple into compound, complex into simple, and complex into compound sentences, and then compound sentences into simple sentences, compound sentences into complex sentences, and then we have interchange of principal clause and subordinate clauses, then the synthesis of sentences. So this is our mind map for transformation of sentences. In the next video we will be taking up this first part, change of words, changing patterns. Till then, stay safe and then learn easily.